everyone, my name is Brett. I'm from UkuleleTricks.com, a website that helps you become a better ukulele player. I got a lot of questions about a song that I just covered recently called Hallelujah, written by Leonard Cohen, made pretty popular by Jeff Buckley. The questions were regarding my finger picking pattern, and I'm going to show you that today. Really excited to show you. It's pretty easy, and it's not too terribly difficult. I'm just going to show you the intro, because if you know how to play the intro, the pattern is pretty much the same throughout the rest of the song. So I'm excited to show you it. I hope it helps. Let's take a look. Alright, before I get started, I wanted to make one note about the tuning of my ukulele. I'm tuned to standard tuning, but my top string is tuned down an octave. So it's the G below middle C rather than the G above middle C that I'm tuned to. If you have a ukulele that's tuned normally with the G above middle C, then this could sound a little bit different, but it still should work just fine. The second thing I want to show you is the chords that I'm using for the song. So I'm playing a C chord, and instead of playing it just right here, I'm actually taking my index finger and barring the bottom two strings on the 3rd fret. Then I'm taking my middle finger and placing it on the 4th fret of the 2nd to top string. Then I'm taking my ring finger and placing it on the 5th fret of the top string. And so you strum that, and you have a C chord. And then the second chord that I'm going to is an A minor chord, and I just play that with my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the top string right there. Let the bottom 3 strings ring open. Alright, so for the actual finger picking pattern, the first thing we need to know is what we do with this hand here. Typically, I like to use all 4 of my fingers. I like to use my thumb, my index, my middle, and my ring finger as picking fingers. And it's pretty nice because I got 4 fingers here and there's 4 strings in the ukulele. So I can put my thumb assigned to the top string. I can take my index finger and assign it to the 2nd to top string. I can take my ring finger, or I should say my middle finger, and assign it to the 2nd to bottom string. And then I can take my ring finger and assign it to the bottom string. So a good practice tip before we even start is just to go practice plucking your thumb, index, middle, ring. And so on, just to get your hand getting used to that. Again, you'll want to keep this hand really loose as possible, just enough to be able to get or be able to pluck the strings. What I'm doing here in this hand is I'm just going to play C chord first. And our pattern is going to look like this. I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to pluck the top string. I'm going to take my index finger, I'm going to pluck the 2nd to top string. I'm going to take my middle finger and pluck the 2nd to bottom string. I'm going to take my ring finger and pluck the bottom string. Then I'm going to take my ring finger, my middle finger, and pluck the 2nd to bottom string. And then I'm going to take my index finger and pluck the 2nd to top string. So my pattern, and then that's the end of the pattern, and then I would repeat that. And so the pattern would look like this. And then repeated. And that's the pattern that I'm using for the intro. And that's pretty much used throughout the whole song. There's something that can help you put a framework to this pattern though, and that is to count out loud or in your head. And if we count to this pattern, it's to a count of 6. So we can count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. And so what we want to do is we want to practice plucking that pattern to that count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so on. And so once you get comfortable with that, you can add the chord change to the A minor. And so the intro of the song of Hallelujah goes from a C to an A minor. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so that is kind of a quick switch. It's a quick jump from this chord to this chord. So you'll have to start out slow first and work your way up to that. As you get more comfortable with that, you can add a passing note between the two chords. That sounds kind of cool to me. So you can start on a C. And then what I'm going to do on the 6th beat of the measure, I'm going to take my middle finger on this hand. I'm going to move it down to the 4th fret on the top string. And I'm going to pluck that on the 6th beat of that measure. And then I'm going to take my thumb again to go to the next chord of the A minor chord. It's kind of confusing, but let me play it for you. It's not too bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I messed that up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So mess around with it a little bit, give it a try. Post your questions and comments below. My biggest recommendation would be to start out slow at first. If you've never finger picked before, it can be a little bit difficult. So just get used to using all 4 of these fingers here to pluck each of these individual strings, and then worry about what this hand is doing. But hopefully it gives you some ideas, a place to start. Post your questions, comments below. Hope you were helped in some way. Thanks for tuning in.